What's going on, guys? I've had this 4Runner for about 2 years now, and I've put a bunch of little Amazon accessories on this thing, some that are awesome and some that are complete junk. So since I tested those, I figured I would fill you in and tell you what I like and what I dislike, and I'll be honest, there's some that I really hate. So to save yourself some money, let me tell you which ones are good and which ones are bad. Let's get into it. Before we jump in, the links to all of these are in my bio, so feel free to check them out, buy them, don't buy them. I don't really care. It's your life. But this is the blacked out valence for the 4Runner. So a lot of people do this to make it look like a TRD Pro. We're going to start out strong. I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5. I actually really like this blacked out valence. I didn't do the back yet because I just haven't had time, and I got 2 kids and I got a lot on my plate. But I love how this is held up. I've had this on for probably, I don't know, 6, 7, 8,000 miles. There's not even any rock chips on it. It looks really good. I think it's $198 on Amazon. So for the price, I think it's just a really affordable option compared to the OEM Toyota one. So check this one out. All right, next up on my list, we're going to go with these Toyota Heritage valve stem covers. I don't even know if you probably didn't even see that there, huh? Look at that little Heritage splash of color that we have on this nice big gray wheel. I just think having a little bit of color on this big gray beast looks kind of cool. So these are like 10 bucks on Amazon, man. I just totally love how they look. Every time I look at these things, I get a lot of enjoyment out of them. I'm going to give these a 10 out of 5 because I just think they're a really cool touch of Toyota Heritage without going over the top and looking tacky. One of the things with my build is I really wanted this build to look kind of OEM plus and just not be overdone with like crazy overlanding accessories because that's not exactly what I do yet. So yeah, I just wanted to like really be clean, and I think these are just a nice little fun splash of color there. The next thing I want to show you guys is these seat covers that I purchased. So I bought these seat covers. They're $199 on Amazon. I'm going to give them a 4 out of 5, and I'll tell you why in just a second. But let's start with the good. The good is they are a nice quality leather feeling material. They even kind of smell like leather. I think they look pretty good. They're all blacked out. The fitment is very nice. They tuck into the edges of the seats really well. The front looks pretty nicely fitted. They don't really pop out, although this one over here has gotten a little bit loose, but not too bad. Don't judge me on the dirtiness of the car. It's a family hauler also. So the negative pieces to these seats, though, the negative parts of the seat, though, is that I've had a little rip start to happen here on the driver's side. I think my golden retriever did that, though. She's got big claws. And the center console piece, you'll notice it's not on. It doesn't really fit very well, so I took it off because I just like the OEM fitment better, but it was kind of loose and always sliding around. But other than that, these seats have been absolutely awesome. I think they really look good. And for $199, it's like, dude, I'll buy another set in a couple years if they rip through, and it's just protecting my OEM seats. So I would definitely recommend these seat covers. This next accessory is a little bit confusing because it's the Toyota Hitch receiver cover. I had a Toyota one that I ordered on Amazon that I really liked. It was only like $12.95, but you'll notice that it's not here and it fell out. And you know, for that, I have to give it a 3 out of 5. I think it should have stayed in, but I got to be honest, my 3-year-old son might have pulled it out and made it loose, and that's possibly what happened to it. But if that's not what happened, I'll let you know. I'm going to buy another one. We'll see how it goes. But either way, $12.95. It stayed in for quite a while, and it looked really good flush on my Hitch receiver, and there was a Toyota emblem there, which just looked kind of cool. So I am going to buy it again, even though it fell out, and I'm going to give it another shot, but we'll see how it lasts. I think it's a nice little addition to the rear, and I just like how it kind of, you know, makes everything in the back look cohesive and Toyota OEM. So I like that one. I'd recommend it even though I didn't give it a high score. This next accessory you absolutely should not buy. I would not recommend it. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5. It is the piece that goes right here. As many of you might know, the 4Runners have hidden storage underneath the center console. There's usually, this is like a tissue box holder, and you can buy these hidden storage plates to go in there that are supposed to look like this, and you press the button and it opens up. But you'll notice that mine's a little jacked up. Well, this sat in my garage for about a couple months before I installed it. The first day that I installed it, I pressed the button on here and it actually cracked the hinge. So this thing's like, I don't know, $24, $25 on Amazon. I'd give this a 1 out of 5. I would not recommend it. This thing is a total piece of crap. If the company who makes it wants to send me another one, that's great. But honestly, I didn't even have time to really care. But something like this made out of plastic, I mean, the plastic just feels super cheap. It seems like a cool idea. I honestly didn't even know what the heck I was going to put in that thing. But it seemed like, hey, if I want to hide something in there, I guess I could. But yeah, I just really wouldn't, I was very disappointed, wouldn't recommend this. This next accessory though, I would definitely recommend. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. This is the magnetic phone mount holder for the 4Runner, and it's been absolutely awesome. This is only $35.99 on Amazon, and you'll see here it just kind of clips onto your the top of your HVAC piece there, and you can move this thing all around. You can twist this and slide it all around to get it exactly how you want. I have it raised up because it does kind of block the AC vent a little bit, which I don't like. That's the only reason I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. But for the price, man, this thing is super sturdy, super good quality. It just clips on like that. You slide it through the HVAC, and then you kind of clamp it down right there. And this thing's rock solid as a magnet mount for the phone, because as you know, we have wired Apple CarPlay in the 4Runner, so I frequently have to use my plug, and then I mount my phone up here while I'm driving. But yeah, I absolutely would not want to have a 4Runner without one of these things. There's a lot of branded ones out there, but dude, the ones from Amazon are totally fine. I don't think there's any reason to go and buy some expensive branded one from, you know, Bullet Point Mounting Solutions, which I have tested in the past. This one seems just as good. So yeah, all in all, I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. Next up is the 4Runner cargo net in the back. If you don't have one of these, I would highly recommend it. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. This is about $25 on Amazon, so pretty cheap to pick up. The only reason I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 is because I actually don't use it as much as I thought I would use it, but I do use it sometimes, and when I want it and I have it, I'm very happy that I have it. So what it does nicely is that it keeps things, so say you have a carton of eggs back here and you don't want it to float around your giant 4Runner rear cavern, you can put it in the center here, and as you're driving around, it can only go so far, and it stays right in that nice little happy middle ground there. So I do like that it's able to contain things really nicely. The thing that I don't like about it is that when it's up, it's hard to slide things in and out, and a lot of times I have larger things like, you know, my kids' bikes or something in the back of my 4Runner, so that's a little bit of a pain, but it's really easy to install. It's held up really well, super high quality. Like I mentioned, this is the Toyota OEM one, but it's just a net. I mean, the $25 one on Amazon is probably great. It's got good reviews. Down here, it clips into your little, you know, clips down here on the bottom of the 4Runner, and then you have the bungee clips up top. It's very easy to install and uninstall, so you just pop these off like this. So that's why I say it's good, because even if you have it up and you don't want it, you can just drop it down like that, throw stuff over it, and you can quickly unclip it if you want and just totally slide it over to the side, which I do quite a bit. So all in all, I would say it's definitely worth it. So good 4Runner accessory if you don't have it. And this last accessory is one that I'm not going to tell you not to buy because I do kind of like it, but I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 because I just don't think it's all that great. And that is my LazFit floor mats. Now, LazFit did send me these floor mats as a sponsorship. I did like them when I first got them, and I think they're still fine as far as all-weather floor mats go, but my real problem with the all-weather floor mats is that they just always look dirty. So it's not really a knock on LazFit, it's really a knock on all-weather floor mats. They just always look kind of dusty and dirty. So if you guys have any tips on that, what to do to maybe spray something on them to make them not dirty, that would be great. But they're great for functionality. I would not recommend not having all-weather floor mats because when I spill stuff, it's nice to have, but I just wish there was something that looked a little bit better than the dirty, dusty all-weather floor mat look that would also protect my carpet. I don't know if there is. I think probably all of the all-weather floor mats do this, but I don't know. Maybe you guys know better than me. Again, I'll give you a 3 out of 5. I think they're about $179 for the full kit. I do like having them in the rear when I load stuff, so I'll show you that now. You'll see I have the kit in the rear here, so I have the all-weather floor mat right there, and then I have the mats on the back of my seats. And you see what I mean? They just always look pretty dirty, but they are really good at protecting the vehicle, so I can't knock them for the way that they protect the vehicle. But yeah, it's nice that the kit comes with everything, and then when I fold the seats down, I have protection back there. And again, for $179, I mean, it's a pretty good price as far as all-weather floor mats go. And the floor mats themselves are holding up really well. So if you're not somebody who cares about the way they look, I mean, they hold up great. They stay in place great. This load surface, compared to the OEM all-weather mat that goes back here, which I do have the OEM one, I've taken it out and put this one in. This one is a lot more rubbery and sticky, so that can be good or bad. If you're somebody that loads stuff that you like to that is, say, heavy, and you want it to easily slide, it's not going to easily slide on this surface. But if you don't want it to slide easily, this is a great surface because it's very sticky and things won't slide around. So I see why they did it, but it does make it difficult when you're loading large, heavy objects that you want to just easily slide in there. All right, guys, so what do you think? Those are some of the accessories that I've put on my 4Runner. Would love to get some feedback from some of you guys. What are some of your favorite accessories that you've put on your 4Runner that I might be able to implement on my 4Runner? Please drop them in the comments down below. If this is your first time here, I make content around 4Runners, car reviews, off-roading, camping, things like that. So please click like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to catch you in the next video. If you do choose to buy any of these accessories, again, I mentioned you can buy them through my Amazon link. It does help me out. And if you don't buy them there, that's also totally cool. I wasn't really making this video for that reason anyway. But yeah, thanks for stopping by the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.